Hey guys, this is Colby from Bullbuster. I'm here to show you how to spool mono on your fishing reel. Again, I'm going to help you spool monofilament fishing line onto your spinning reel. So what I got here is a Qualia NLF50 spinning reel. Okay, and we're going to put some 12-pound Bullbuster monofilament onto the spinning reel, and it's actually going to be a lot of line that fits on this NLF50. Looks like we are probably going to be about 300 yards of 12-pound test. It's a lot of line that's going to fit on this NLF50 Qualia. Why do I like using 12-pound? It casts really, really well. It's light, it feels great in your hands. You can put a lot of pressure on it. 12-pound, you wouldn't think so, but you can put a lot of pressure on 12-pound Bullbuster. So, yeah, that's why we put 12-pound on our spinning reels. So let's get started. Alright, so today we're going to be using the Bullbuster line spooler to do this. You don't have to use the line spooler. You can use just the spool, let it come off the top. But the line spooler makes your line go on a lot nicer, and it's going to provide you with a lot less problems in the future. Alright, so something to keep in mind when working with monofilament. Mono has memory when it's on small spools. So this is a half-pound spool. I actually like spooling from minimum 1-pound spools and up to 3-pound spools and 5-pound spools. Why? Because the line's going to have a lot less memory. It's the coil that it's used to is a lot bigger than the reel that you're working with. If you look at this reel and you look at this, there shouldn't be too much memory. I mean, our line doesn't have a lot of memory, but there shouldn't be too much memory because the spool is bigger than the other spool that's going on. It's one of the big reasons why we don't carry quarter-pound spools on our website. One, we want to help you spend more time fishing. Don't order a quarter-pound spool online. Go to the store. If you're going to order online, order in bulk and make it worth it. Okay, so we're going to get started here. Get through all the events. So, I'm going to bring it down to the reel. Just hit the roof. All right. Bring it down to the reel. Alright, so how are you going to connect the mono to the reel? That's a question a lot of people ask us. So in the article that if you're watching this on YouTube, go to our community and read the article. It's going to be a lot more useful than just watching the video on its own. So in the article there's a link to how to tie a uni knot, and that's the knot that we're going to use to spool this reel. So here we go, got the line. So the line's doubled up now for the uni knot. Again, probably not going to see how to tie the uni knot from here, so check out the video if you don't know. But it's a simple knot. It's one of the first knots I ever learned. My neighbor's dad showed me how to tie this. His name was Ned Howe, and yeah, I've been tying this knot ever since. Alright, so cut the tag end off of our uni knot. Just slide it on down to the reel. Okay, it's on the reel. I like to tie some people tie a knot to the end of the spool that just lets the line come off. I like to tie it to the spool as if it was the hook. Why? Because I don't want to lose a fish. If it's about the spool mate, I have one more chance to turn it around, and that's the knot. And sometimes that's all you need, guys. Alright. So we have a line, we have it tied to the reel. I'm gonna put this in the line spooler. We talked about this a little bit in the braid video. After doing this a few times, I'm almost tempted to have Bullbuster not to have a spool with a hole here already, but you can use a pencil, just poke a hole through the label. We stopped putting 2 labels for this reason. We want to help you spend more time fishing, simplify the process. Alright, so go ahead and take your suction cup line spooler, stick your spool in there. It's always a good thing to have your line come off the top of the spool. So that's how we like to put it on the line spoolers. So now that we have the spool in the suction cup line spooler, you can also get this on bullbuster.net. You're going to put this component on. One of the main reasons we like using bulk spools is you don't have to do this so often. It takes a little while. There's so many advantages to using bulk spools, guys. Save money, save time, save more time, less memory. Always have fresh line because if you forgot to order it, you have one in your garage. Buy bulk. Saves you a lot of time, helps you spend more time fishing. I can't stress it enough. Alright. So, alright, we got it on here. Here's a little trick for suction cups. Get a little wet. Alright. So you're going to want to have a good amount of tension, but not too much tension. This is not like braid. The line has a lot of give and take. That's mono. So you don't have to put it on really, really tight. So we're going to leave it a little looser than we did when we put the braid on. Alright, again guys, we're spooling the Qualia NLF 50 with mono. This is a video that should show you how to spool any spinning reel with mono. But right now we're using Bullbuster mono and a Qualia NLF spinning reel. So here we go. Just spool. We're spooling for a while because we're putting like 300 yards. So alright guys, so you saw how to spool a spinning reel with monofilament. If you look here, we leave a little bit of space on the reel. You always want to do that. Give yourself a little bit of space if you want a longer leader. Lots of different reasons why. The number one concern when spooling mono is memory. So the first thing to do, which we talked about earlier, is to spool from a bulk spool. A bulk spool, it's wider, it has a circle that the line is going to go around that's bigger. I like spooling with a minimum of 1 pound spool. We carry half-pound spools. We don't carry quarter-pound spools for that reason. We have 3-pound spools and 5-pound spools. All right. So the other thing that you can do when you get on your boat, if you're fishing on a boat, let some line out as you're going out and reel it back in. That's going to take any memory that's left over. It's going to get rid of it. Another thing, when you're done spooling, and let's say you don't want to store your reel on your rod, a good feature that most spinning reels have is this little line holder right here. This line holder is a great design. It's been around for years and years and years and years, and that's just a good way to store your line on your reel. We hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned how to spool monofilament fishing line on a spinning reel. At the end of the day, it's about helping you spend more time fishing, and see you next time.